All right. Shalom Akim. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachaha Kwadash. The honors go out to our apostles, Elder Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Shalom Wa Barakiam to you brothers and sisters out there. All right, this is Brother Malachi from the Great Millstone Nashville camp. And Lord willing that this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. All right. This is going to be through the spirit, impromptu, various topics. One thing I had in my mind, was especially really over the past 24 hours, we had Israel attack Iran and Iran attack Israel. Struck back. And first of all, how much longer do you think that Iron Dome gonna help you? How much longer do you think that shit's gonna help you, bro? Huh? And why do you need an Iron Dome when you're supposed to have the Lord? Because that was the thing that popped in my mind. Because you look at these comment boards with this BS Israel state. All right, and people are saying, "Oh yeah, God bless Israel. Oh, the Lion of Judah roars." What the fuck are you talking about? First of all right. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know the Bible. You don't know the scriptures. You don't know nothing. All right? You don't know anything, man. All right? You don't know nothing, bro. You don't know what's going on. Let's see if God is really with the modern day Israel as we continue, to go through the rest of this year. Okay? And we ain't trying to hear the anti-Sem bullshit, man. You're not the fucking Israelites. All right? You're Shemitic. Yeah, you are. You are from Shem. Unfortunately. All right? Because you're the devil. You know who you are, man. Amalek. All right, but let me read this. Iran strikes back, sends barrage of missiles at Tel Aviv, which, if I'm not mistaken, Tel Aviv is also Pink City, which is where they have a bunch of, FAG parades. That's not righteous. That's not according to the Bible. Oh, but let me guess. Maybe it's in the Talmud, that Hamitic book that they got from Ham, from Babylon. Full of a bunch of weirdo sicko shit. All right, it says U.S. helps Israel to shoot them down. So the U.S. is already helping. Even though, if I'm not mistaken, Trump said he wasn't going to support or, do too much with that. Well, apparently you already are. Okay? Scared as hell. And imagine the people that are below those missiles. Yeah, they're getting blown up in the air. But you got a 9-year-old Amalekite. He stepped onto the back porch just to look at the stars, and he sees a missile coming down and getting blown up in the sky. He's fucking scared. All you are scared, and you should be. Because this dome may be able to stop from some of these things that's happening right now, but it's not going to stop you from the wrath of Yahweh Shemal Shai. I'll tell you that. All right, matter of fact, let me get Obadiah, man. Which I think in the Hebrew is Ibadiah. Let me see. It says the vision of Obadiah. Okay. Yep, Ibadiah. Ibadiah, which I think means servant of God. Let me see. H5662, Ibadiah, servant of Yahweh, is what it'll be. So, yeah, basically servant of God, servant of Yahweh. It says the prophetic book by him prophesies against Edom. That's what this whole book is about. And that's why Christians don't ever want to acknowledge this. All right, let me go down to... Oh, man. Read this whole book, Bible Kashah. But let me just get this. Because this shows that Esau is getting ready to start getting touched out here, man. Obadiah 1 and 9 to 10, it says, "And thy mighty men, O Teman," which is the wisest, basically the wise men of Edom. All right, Temanites, modern day Temanites are the Germans. It says, "shall be dismayed," which Operation Paperclip proves that as well. All right, with them Nazi scientists that Russia and America had separated for themselves. It says, O Teman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. It doesn't sound like a promising finish, does it? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, not the people over in the land that are under the Iron Dome getting protected from hundreds of Iranian missiles. All right, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So after that, 1,000 years of bondage, you're going to be cut off. All right, so no matter how many missiles that you stop and you deflect, you're going to be destroyed at the end of the day. Okay? And Iran ain't safe either. Y'all going into slavery too. You know, and you know, there's Israelites among both. Okay? But as for the heathens of them, you're done. Iran, you know, Russia, you know, China, North Korea, they think that they got next. No, you don't have next. Yahweh Shai is about to come back and put up his kingdom. Okay, let me grab that. Because Job 9 and 24 tells us that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Malachi 1 and 4 tells us that the wicked is Esau, Edom. Which, why would the wicked, the devil ruling the earth, why would that be profitable? It's not. So here's what the Lord said. Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. Then I'm going to jump down to 8. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Let's get that word for profitable. If I can spell, we can go into it. All right. Profitable. Yielding spiritual or moral benefit. Useful. It says advantageous, if I said that correctly. Advantageous. Expedient, helpful. It says specific sense of money making. Profitable. All right, but it says yielding spiritual or moral benefit, useful, expedient. The Lord is going to set over one that's profitable, meaning the current ruler is not profitable. Okay? The current ruler is not profitable. It's not working out. He's not the guy for the job. We're going to have to replace him with somebody else. Who is he going to be replaced with? Yahweh Shai. And under Yahweh Shai, the Alahayim, the elect, which are going to be joint heirs, the 144,000 men, the 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes. So I knocked down my controller on accident. Verse 8, Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So it's going to be translated from the Edomites over to the Israelites. And did Esau not commit those things? Unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. He does everything through wickedness. He's the master of wickedness. He's the father of lies. All right? And yet Yahweh Shai said he was, in John 8 and 44, he likened some of these Israelites. He said, ye are of your father, the devil. He was a liar and a murderer from the beginning. All right, roughly paraphrasing. John 8 and 44. This is the devil that we're talking about, man. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Well, wait a minute. So every white person's an Edomite? No, bro. You got a dude walking around right now that looks like a straight up so-called black dude, and he's a damn Edomite. It's not about color. It's not about hair. It's not about any of that. It is 2025, man. The nations have been mingled. Israel, Jeremiah 17 and 4, is disconnected from their heritage and mingled among the heathen, which, you know, having a heathen woman isn't off regardless, okay? But I'm just saying, I'm just proving a point here. We've been mingled. We've been scattered. Our people look like everybody, okay? But the primary group of the Edomites collectively is the so-called white man. The primary collective group of the Israelites is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And then even when you look into that, what is a Latino? That's not a race. That's a country. That's somebody from a Latin country, man. Latinos are a mixed multitude of black, indigenous, and Caucasian, man. Spanish. Okay, and then of course, you know, other things may be thrown in there, but that's the three primary group. So basically, you want to dumb it down. They're a mixture between black, white, and indigenous, which is why they come looking in all these different shades and different features. Because you have some people that look way more white, or look completely white, and you have some people that look completely black, and everything in between. All right? Yeah, you might in your mind, when you hear, a so-called Mexican, you might have a certain image in your head, but they really are across the board. Okay? And that doesn't mean just because one looks white that he's an Edomite and one looks black or indigenous that he's automatically a Jake. It's not how this works. Numbers 1:18 tells us about your father. Okay? We don't go upon looks, man. That's not judging righteous judgment. If you base somebody's nationality completely off their looks, then you're a fucking dumbass and the Lord ain't dealing with you. All right? Sirach, what is that? 39-24. These things are plain unto the holy, but stumbling blocks unto the wicked. We don't have the record, so we have to base everything off of the Spirit. Romans 8:16. Okay? That's what we have to do. But back to this. That's a new article that just popped up. Experts raise red flags over a mounting crisis threatening food supply for over 30 million people this summer. Denver, Colorado, rattled by a rare earthquake. Hasn't happened in 44 years. Represents Mercy. 4. Russia warns Israeli attack on Iran was unprovoked and illegal. So what does that mean, man? World War III is getting ready to ramp up. Things are getting bad out here. IDF, which I believe is Israel Defense Force, warns operation against Iran will last for several days, and in the end, they will no longer be a threat. So what the hell is that, man? That's a hell of a statement right there. Especially from somebody that, some sweet-ass dude over there with that dumbass six-pointed star bullshit. See, and that's what a lot of these articles are on. And we're excited, man. This is what the scriptures say. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Don't listen to them guys say, I ain't talking about Israel. Shut the fuck up, man. You have no business trying to break down the scriptures knowing damn well that you're fucking botching them on purpose, man. You took a bag or you're an agent for Satan, whatever the hell it is. Put the Bible down, man. For the Lord kills your ass. Because everybody out here thinks everything's a fucking game. The Lord ain't playing with you niggas, man. The Lord ain't playing with me. He said in Revelations, you add or take away, you're going to be destroyed, man. So you better tread carefully with what you say and how you break things down. The apostle and elders of great millstone, those are our teachers spoken about in Isaiah. Talking about that our teachers won't be pushing the corner anymore. That you will see your teachers. Talking about them. They rightly divide the word of truth. They've been talking about how Israel was going to lead America into World War III for many, many years. Decades even. If I'm not mistaken. This has been spoken about. And potentially you got a lot of rough riots going on tomorrow. But a lot of Jakes, a lot of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans want to continue to play games. Tomorrow might be your last day on the earth. So you better fucking fix your damn self, man. Stop playing these fucking games. Ain't shit cute out here. The Lord will jack you the fuck up. Okay? And don't think that, oh man, America's getting bad, so let me leave America. You're not safe there either. Where are you going to go? Well, I'll go to Mexico. Man, the Lord going to set it up for a cartel to catch your ass up right as soon as you get across that border. And they going to skin your ass. Well, I'm going to go to Canada. You're going to get shot by an Edomite in your stomach. There ain't nowhere you can go. It speaks about that in Amos. You can't escape judgment. Okay? And really, the Lord just going to take the spirit off of you to leave America. He going to take it out of your mind to leave. He going to give you a reason to stay here just so you get hit with them nuclear missiles. Zechariah 14:12, so you get burnt the fuck up and melted by that nuclear missile. Keep playing with the Lord, man. The Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shai, that we're in this truth. Lord willing, we remain in this truth because this is that Psalms 91, that secret place where we're going to be protected. Scriptures say at famine we will laugh. Isaiah says, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. The Lord said we're going to be taken care of. We're not going to be destitute even in the time of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30:7. Lord willing, we're the ones that's going to be saved out of it. Okay? And it's not, it's the spirit. There's a bunch of sirens going on in the background. If you can hear it, it's about to get chaotic out here, man. Read 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. You're about to see that start to really crank off. So pray, fast, listen to the Spirit, seek counsel, study, apply the scriptures, man. Move in the Spirit. Do what you got to do, man, for the Lord. Focus. All right, Matthew 6 and 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. All right, so Lord willing, if this lesson was edifying, before I close, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors God to go out to our apostle, Elder Grant Millstone. Shalom. Lord willing, it was edifying.